Hi, Fern.
Hello.
What you up to?
I'm just wiping the bullet points of my show off my hand.
You're wiping all your ideas away.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Oh, thanks. It would be a bit awkward if you didn't say that.
Yeah, I probably would have said it even if it wasn't. But even before the show, I felt there was a kind of palpable sense of an event going on. It seemed
cool.
Like
I was really nervous. I thought I was going to be sick because I was so nervous.
How do you cope with that? Like the nerves just beforehand?
Well, I don't normally get nervous to the extent I was tonight. It was just because I just do circuit gigs where people aren't there specifically to see you. So it's just, I mean, obviously the Fringe people are there to see you, but then at the Fringe you get so tired from doing the show over and over
that you don't get nervous.
You just don't care. But yeah, it's just when I know people have paid money to see me specifically.
It's good value. It's £8. It's not.
Yeah, Scott was like, "Why are you not charging £10?"
Scott's a support. Scott, big shout out to Scott.
Scott Gibson.
Scott Gibson, he was great.
He was my support, even though he's like better than me, and he just won Best Newcomer at the Fringe, so that was good. But yeah, I'm pretty clueless about how much to charge. And like this year's the first I've remembered to get posters made to advertise the show.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a comedy agent, so I have to remember to.
Have you just decided you can do it all yourself? That like they're taking a percent of nothing for no reason?
Yeah, I've had a few offers agent, because I used to have one, and then I was like, I could do this myself, but recently it's now I really can't do it myself. Really? Yeah, it's just kind of too much work.
I mean, I've not really got any insight into the world of being a comedian, but it seems to me, with the greatest respect, like a good job for a lazy bastard, because you don't really need to do an awful lot.
Yeah.
So surely during the day you can be managing your own, taking care of business.
Yeah. Well, for the last year I was fine doing that all myself, but now it's starting to get a bit too much.
Alright.
And things like I'm doing this American thing. They're gonna.
Yeah, you said they're gonna record this show.
It's gonna get recorded here, but it's basically the company that makes. They've made albums for Louis C.K., Aziz Ansari.
They're like proper.
Yeah,
audio
they're good.
Album. Yeah.
Yeah. So they offered to make it, but just as they offered, I'd like signed away the rights to my show for another thing without reason, because I didn't read my contract. So I'll do things like that, not read contracts, not really know what I'm doing.
So it's more of a legal thing rather than just answering emails and stuff.
Yeah, and also it's a bit awkward, like emailing big TV bosses yourself, which I also do.
Hiya, can I have a wee go?
Yeah, like I actually have had to do things like that.
Yeah, so it's better coming through
an agent.
But you must have loads of contacts. You've been doing it.
I know who to email, but it's just some people are like, and who should I send the contract to?
Maybe you should set up a false, get an alias going.
Yeah.
Like Fern Brady or something.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea. There was a guy taking notes out there. So
oh fuck!
I know it's not what you think. So I said to him, "So you're reviewing this?" And he said, "No, I'm not reviewing this. I'm a therapist. I'm a lecturer at Edinburgh University, and I'm writing a book on the parallels between stand-up comedy and therapy."
Oh no!
Yeah.
Shit!
So his book's out in 2018. He's got a wee while.
Like, I wish he'd told me this.
Yeah, but really, would you maybe rather not know?
I don't mind. Yeah, if I'd known, I would have mentioned it for definite.
I said to the guy, and he also does a bit of stand-up. He's trying to.
Oh.
And I said to him, maybe stand-up is just like truth, just delivering the truth in a funny way. Maybe that's the root of it. People can connect to it. So if I was trying to do it, just make up some stuff and it'd be shit. But going out there and being that honest, is it a bit like therapy? If you had therapy, is it the same?
No, it's not the same. Well, I find comedy more useful. Like when I don't do a gig for a bit, Like, if I don't gig for a week, I start to feel quite bad. But then, I mean, it's definitely, I think comedy's like the worst possible thing you can do if you're like mental, because even when things are going well, the high bits are so extreme that you can be like become euphoric, and then the lows of it are crushingly low. Like last Saturday, I had to do a children's gig, where it was so much worse than gigging to like drunk adults. Like they were tearing the beanbags open that they sat on. They wanted
Did they
me.
like observational stuff, or do you just need joke?
I kind of just asked them questions because they have really funny heckles. But one of them told me I should kill myself, like a 5-year-old. And after I left the gig, my friend that was MCing was like, "Oh, that was the maddest kids gig ever. Apparently 2 of the kids pissed themselves because they were just like out of control. And the adults were drunk and not controlling them." So yeah, things like that.
People say that kids say the funniest things, but quite often the things they say aren't very funny at all.
Kids are like vicious hecklers.
Yeah.
They say very surreal things. Like, people are always surprised when I say I do kids gigs, but obviously I don't go and do like dick jokes or that.
No, that wouldn't work. Yeah, I've got a son who's 5, and he said to me today, "Knock knock," and guess what? I said, "Who's there?" And he said, "Jelly." And I said, "Jelly who?" And he said, "Jellycopter."
That's alright, yeah.
There's
Sometimes
something
they
there.
do
It's
nonsensical
playing with the
answers.
format.
Yeah.
It's not really a knock knock joke.
No, my brother used to do that as well, his own knock knock jokes. It doesn't make sense.
I think puns are better than sarcasm in many ways. At least there's a kind of...
I really don't like puns, but my boyfriend does them all the time.
Do you think that makes them worse? Do you think it encourages them?
He wrote one of my jokes in my set. That thing about the scariest attraction.
Yeah.
He said that as we walked past the London dungeons, and I was like, "That's well funny."
That's a great joke. Yeah.
Yeah. So my boyfriend's not a comedian, but he's very funny. He's very good at coming up with weird things like that. But since he's done that one joke for me, he now thinks he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna write your jokes for you."
Yeah. I find that if you go to like a comedy gig with some men, and after the gig they all think they're comedians, and start cracking out funnies, and it doesn't really work. They just like come out doing an impression of who we've just seen.
Yeah.
So maybe you're just wearing off on him a wee bit. It'll probably build up, it'll get worse.
Yeah.
Over the years. I don't know.
It's very hard to get anyone to go out with you if you're a female comedian anyway, so I'm just grateful.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's not like you sign a prenup, like don't mention me at work or anything.
Oh, yeah, we don't tweet each other because of his job, because he would, like, it's quite... Well, because of the kind of comedy I do and the kind of serious job he has. Oh, like, there was a review of my show, this Fringe, and the headline was like, talks about our past life as a stripper, and I was just, other than the fact that my parents would probably fall out with me, I was like, my boyfriend's work's gonna see that, my landlord's gonna see that. Like, oh, it was just so embarrassing.
It's a shame to be defined for a job that you had for a little while, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what I held up. I mean, I've been doing comedy for 6.5 years, so I waited and waited to do anything on it. But I haven't read the Guardian review, but apparently they were like, you should talk more about stripping. I was like, the audiences can be really weird about it. You know, really tense and stuff. Yeah. It's more a thing that Fringe audiences would like.
Yeah, you can feel the tension in a room. It's like you're maybe
gonna
talk about oh my hell or something like that. It's weird how you can sense that. You just sort of feel like shoulders going up a wee bit.
Yeah, like tonight they were, and it actually, so during the Fringe, it was basically when I was previewing the show and the run up to the Fringe, the stripper stuff wasn't working. Then during the Fringe it was fine, and then the show got good reviews. And then once I've done it outside of it, it's just back to audiences being like, oh, we don't like this. Yeah. Which is how I always knew it would be. So I'm always perplexed when people are like, oh, you should do more on that. because I can't really have that much silence in a show. Makes you nervous if you're a comedian.
Yeah, maybe they're in it for the wrong reasons. They're not really there for the laugh. They're just there for the car crash or something like that. Maybe that's part of it. Do you think that how many how many charity direct debits have you got going?
None.
None at all. Well, I had quite a few going, and then I realised I'd given 13 grand to the Dogs Trust, and I thought, right, that's enough. So I'll just stop them all. And I thought I might feel quite bad about myself or something, but I just feel the same.
I donated to Battersea Dog Home recently because a comedian called Michael Legg, his dog died, and he wanted people to make donations.
There's a nice bit about dogs. I think maybe that came up subliminally in my conscience.
Fringe show.
Yeah, there's a nice bit about. It's a show for dog lovers, isn't it?
I love dogs, but I'm always confused when people get. This makes me think maybe I'm a psychopath because people get really upset at the end of my show.
The climax of your show that's probably the right word for it, isn't it? I don't want to spoil it for anyone that's not seen it, but so I can't really talk about
people
it.
People get really upset, or people either really love it or they like.
How can you like that?
Well, tonight I would say they didn't. But
Can we say?
Yeah, there's loads of. I wanted
necrophilia in it, isn't there?
You could say that.
You could put it that way.
Basically, I wanted to cry at the end of my show because a lot of comedians genuinely make themselves cry every day of their show, which I think is psychotic. Because how could you genuinely feel that emotion every day? Because stand-up's supposed to be.
But you said most stand-ups are sociopaths anyway, so
they are, and there's a few comedians who have cried every day of a Fringe run.
Yeah.
About like their dead parents or whatever. So I just thought,
about that therapy thing again, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's not healthy, is it? Doing that for. You're like on schedule, 10 to 3
But they're crying
today,
to win an award, which is so.
I see.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So that in my mind, I was like, well, I want to have a video where I'm frantically trying to make myself cry, and then I'll cut up an onion in a panic and try and. So yeah, it worked. About half of the time, it worked really well, and then other times, like the first time I previewed it, 2 people were crying, and another time in Bristol, a woman stuffed her scarf in her mouth to stop herself from like crying out loud. But I just think it's fun. The kind of comedy I find really dark is comedians who I know are psychopaths pretending to be lovable everymen. Right. That's really frightening. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
I do. Have you got a lot of shows coming up? Is there anything you want to mention? Doing a lot of tour? Is that a tour or?
It's not an agent wanted me to tour it, but I was like, I'm tragically not famous enough. So I just picked my favourite venues, so I'm doing like 3 other dates. Oh, well, I'm going to do an album recording here for America, and that's on March the 26th. The tickets aren't up for it yet, it will be next week.
Well, that's a good wee break till then.
Yeah, I had to leave it, like, it took so long to organise the American thing that, because ideally I would have done it tonight, but I've got to rewrite the show a bit and sort of do all this other stuff to get ready. So I'm doing that.
Well, I hope it all goes well. Yeah. Fern Brady, Stan Comedy Club.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.